Everyone, today we'll start with Unit 5, Electromagnetism and Magnetic Properties of Materials. Introduction. We all know that electron will have negative charge and a proton will have positive charge. So, in neutral state, a matter will have equal charges, that is positive and negative. Matter in neutral state will have equal charges, that is positive and negative charges. So, now we'll consider two bodies which are rubbed together. Now a rate distribution of an electron takes place. So the body which receives electron when we are rubbing, the body which receives electron is called negatively charged body, and the body which loses electron is called positively charged body. So this body will have negative charge and this body which is losing electron will have positive charge. Now these charged bodies attract each other if they have unlike charges. That means if I consider this first one is now negative charge, right? If I consider this negative charged body and if I place this negatively charged body together with a positively charged one, they will attract with each other because they are unlike charges, different charges. So they will attract with each other. If I place the same body with, if I consider this body only with this negative charge and if I place with negative charged body, they will repel. That means they will move away from each other. They will not attract each other. So the charged bodies which will have say unlike charges, they will attract. The charged bodies which will have same, that means like charges, they will repel. So we can say electric force or Coulomb force acting between them. So when we are placing a negatively charged body with a positively charged body or a positively charged body with a negatively charged body, we are having some force between them. That force might be electric force or Coulomb force. Now the study of electric force between charged object at rest is known as electrostatics. So as this is a just introduction, we'll just know the definitions. Gradient of a scalar field, I am just reading out them as they are already having, you are already having them in inter. I am just reading out them. It is the magnitude and direction of maximum space rate of increase of scalar function, and it is denoted by grade V equal to del V. Divergence of a vector field. Divergence operates on a vector function, gives a scalar function. That means if we are operating this divergence, if we are operating this divergence on a vector function, it will give you the output as scalar function. So div A equal to del dot A. See the difference between here and here. There is no dot here. Here we are having a dot. So this del is having a value dou by dou x plus dou by dou y plus dou by dou z, and A will have another value IAX plus JAY plus KAZ. So you all know this. So this also can be written as in limit form like this. Now curl of a vector field. Curl is defined as the line integral of a vector field A around a closed path enclosing an area del S. So curl is written as del cross A. Cross indicates curl of a vector field. So these are the three important definitions that you have to know before starting Unit 5. And now go through these two definitions also, divergence theorem statement and Stokes theorem statement. Now we'll discuss about this in coming videos. Thank you.